I have 10 volunteers going forward to do this first special occasion. Alan Dudley wasn't doing it, so we're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you all please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Is this all set?
The red mat on the south end is mat number 1. The green mat right in front of me on the north end is mat number 2. 5 Smith Center versus Hazelhorse TMP on mat number 1.
Is this all ready
Mat
to go?
number 2, Tucker Smith Center, Faunensville TMP. First available, McCoy Smith Center, Fry Plainville.
Hey, Al. Is this on and ready?
Yes.
Okay. On behalf of USD 237, I would like to welcome everybody to this live stream this afternoon. Junior high wrestling taking place at Smith Center Elementary School.
You may not be able to hear yourself.
Okay. This tournament here today, we have Smith Center, TMP, Plainville, and Osborne. So a good matchup in the Mid-Continent League for these schools. Looks like we're underway on the green mat, which is mat 2, Will Tucker of Smith Center, taking on Faunensteel from TMP. Faunensteel gets the first takedown of the match, as he's riding heavy on top with double bars. Will Tucker with a little sit out and an escape. 2-1 with 32 seconds left to go in the first period. Will Tucker attempting to throw a headlock, it looks like, and he's going to get there. Takedown for Will, and back points being counted right now by the official. Up now on the red mat, mat 1, looks like Nathaniel Phi from Smith Center and Hazelhorse from TMP are going to get underway here. As Tucker on the green mat still trying to get the fall. And the time is going to run short on him. That will be a 5-point move. On the red mat, Nathaniel Phi getting the first takedown of the match. Riding heavy on top with a half and an ankle. Gets him to turn over. Back points being counted now. And Nathaniel Phi trying to get him back over onto his back. Holding a chicken wing and a bar. As we start the second period on the green mat, Will Tucker started on bottom, got an escape. 7-2 in Will Tucker's favor on the green mat as they are back up on their feet. Will going to attempt to throw another headlock, not going to quite be able to get there. Still working on it. And there it is, 2 points awarded to Tucker as he gets the takedown. Now back points being counted by the official. Looking for a fall here in the second period is Tucker. He is up 10-2 now, and he gets the fall. Will Tucker from Smith Center gets the fall over Faunensteel of TMP. In the second period on the red mat, Nathaniel Phi on top, 4-0. As he starts in the top position. Riding tough, he sinks a half in, trying to get Hazelhorse to go over. Driving. Hazelhorse gets back up to his base. As we take a look over at the green mat from Smith Center, it looks like Gannon McCoy is going to take on Fry from Plainville. This is a 100-pound bout as they get underway on the green mat. Still on the red mat, Fry riding tough on top, not allowing an escape or a reversal. Working hard is Fry to get those wrists under control. On the green mat, a shot taken by Fry, no two awarded yet, and Gannon fighting for his life. And there he goes, he ends up on top. 2 points, McCoy on the green mat. That'll put him up 2-0 in the first period with 15 seconds left to go. On mat 1, the red mat, Fry going to take his 4-0 lead into the third period. It will be his choice. He will choose neutral as they head into the third period. On the green mat, after the first period, Gannon McCoy up 2-0 on Fry of Plainville. As it will be his choice off the coin flip, he will take bottom, looking to score some points, I would assume. Back on the red mat here, Fry still trying to get a takedown on Hazelhorse. Gannon McCoy on the green mat hits a quick reversal right off the whistle. That'll be a 2-point move there for McCoy as he sinks a half in and he's trying to go to work. On the red mat, Fry, another takedown, spreads his lead 6-0 over Hazelhurst of TMP with 40 seconds left to go in the third period. Gannon working a half Nelson now, trying to get some back points awarded. Doesn't appear to have any yet, and he gets him to roll over. Now back points will be awarded as Fry fighting to get off of his back, and there's the fall. Gannon McCoy, winner by fall over Fry of Plainville. Back on the red mat, Nathaniel Fry still riding tough on top. Now he's going to cut him, but no points awarded. So Nathaniel Fry will go on to win this match 6-0 over Hazelhorst of TMP. Up on mat 2, the green mat is Kuhlman of Smith Center versus Holmes of TMP, a 110-pound match. And on the red mat, it's going to be Parker Hutchison of Smith Center wrestling Staub of TMP. As we get underway at the green mat, there's going to be a takedown awarded on mat 2 for Holmes of TMP, and then an illegal move, a full Nelson, was used by Holmes, so that will be a 1 point awarded to Kuhlman. Here on the red mat, Parker Hutchison wasting no time off the whistle, getting a takedown, and now gets the fall. Parker Hutchison with a fall in the first period, and only with 47 seconds left. On the green mat, Holmes still riding tough on top. He's trying to work a bar and half over there. And up on mat 1 on the red mat will be Carr of Smith Center versus Stamper of Plainville. Going back to mat 2, the green mat, looks like this period's going to end 2-1 in favor of Holmes as we go into the second period. It will be Holmes' choice into the second period. He will defer, and that gives Kuhlman the option to take bottom. We have a takedown on mat 1, the red mat. Stamper with the takedown over Carr. Riding tough is Stamper. Carr hits his feet, looking to get an escape point here. Fighting wrists. And a return back to the mat by Stamper will hold Carr for a little while longer. On the green mat, Holmes trying to run a head lever, it appears. Not able to do so. And on the red mat, Stamper has Carr cradled up on his back, looking for a fall here. And on the green mat, Holmes going to sink a half in, and he is going to try to get the fall. And he does. So Stamper with a fall over Carr, and Holmes with a fall over Kuhlman.
Mat number 1, Phoenix Center Worth TMP. Mat number 2, Elliott Smith Center Geist TMP. Next available, Maxwell Smith Center, Roar, Plainville.
On the green mat, it is Enox of Smith Center wrestling Worth of TMP as he gets a takedown early on in the first period. Now working a half, going to get him to turn over, looking for the fall, and he'll get it. Enox of Smith Center, winner by fall. Now on the red mat, a takedown going to be awarded to Elliott of Smith Center, as he's still working to stay in control here. Geist giving a good effort to try to keep him from staying in control. This is a 138-pound match on mat 1 here. And up on mat 2, it is going to be Maxwell of Smith Center versus Roar of Plainville. On the red mat, mat number 1, Geist going to get an escape. It will be 2-2 as we go into the second period here on mat 1.
Next available, Quinn Smith Center.
Maxwell and Roar on mat 2 in the neutral position, looking each one to get a takedown. It is a 160-pound bout on the green mat. On the red mat, looks like Elliott will choose to go down in the second period, as he will try to score an escape or a reversal here. Great stand-up movement off the whistle by Elliott. He's fighting hands, trying to get away from Geist of TMP, and cannot do so. A great mat return there by Geist. He hits his feet again, wasting no time is Elliott, and a mat return again by Geist. And another stand-up by Elliott, and this time he will be rewarded. It is now 3-1 in favor of Elliott on mat 1 as he gets a takedown. So 5-1, make that 5-1 with 50 seconds left to go in the second period. On the green mat, Jace Maxwell goes bottom to start the second period as he works to get a stand-up. It is 0-0 in that match with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go in the second period. Roar of Plainville riding tough on the ankle. Now switching up to get a bar. Elliott doing the same. Looks like he's trying to lock up a cradle here on the red mat. Not able to do so as Geist bellies out. Now Maxwell's moving, hitting a couple sit-outs, trying to get to his feet, but Rohr is denying him to do that with a tough spiral ride from Rohr on top with 30 seconds to go. On the red mat, we'll now enter the third period. Elliott up 5-1 over Geist of TMP. It will be Geist's choice going to the third period, and he will choose bottom. Over on the green mat, Rohr still riding tough, not allowing Maxwell to escape. And that will conclude the second period on the green mat, 0-0 as we enter the third period. On mat 1, looks like there will be a stoppage in the match. A caution will be penalized against Geist of TMP. I'm not 100% sure what it was for, but either way, a caution was awarded. Elliott going to be on top to start this third period, as Maxwell will be on top to start the third period on the green mat for Smith Center. Both wrestlers from Smith Center riding very tough right now, trying to get a turn and trying to keep their opponent down. Elliott sinks a half in deep. He's got a, and trying the reverse half now, has not got any back points counted for him, has Elliott, as he tries to settle back. And now the official gives a 1 count. No points will be awarded as, nope, another 1 count as Elliott is trying to settle back. Now back points will be awarded. At least 2 for Elliott as he now tries to get a fall over the Geist of TMP. 30 seconds left to go in the third period here on mat 1. On mat 2, still scoreless with 20 seconds left to go in the match. Maxwell riding tough on top, looking for a chin back, was not able to get it. And it looks like we may be going to overtime on mat 2. Hold that thought. Rohr going to get an escape at the whistle. He's going to take the victory 1-0 over Maxwell of Smith Center. On mat 1, Elliott going to take the victory here over Geist of TMP 8-1.
Number 1, Lanning, Smith Center, Bethel, Plainville.
A couple of exciting matches there as we keep moving along here at Smith Center Elementary School. Junior high wrestling tournament hosted here by Smith Center. Up on the red mat, mat 1 is going to be Lanning of Smith Center. Check that. Lanning is going to be on mat 1, the red mat, wrestling Bethel of Plainville. And on mat 2 is Quinn from Smith Center, wrestling Gilmore of TMP. On mat 2, looks like Gilmore trying to throw a headlock. Not going to get there, and 2 points will be awarded to Quinn from Smith Center as he gets the takedown. On mat 1, a takedown by Lanning, and he's got his opponent on his back, Bethel from Plainville, and he gets the fall. With 22 seconds left in the period, first period, Garrett Lanning gets the fall over Bethel of Plainville. Back over to mat 2. Quinn on top, 2-0 over Gilmore of TMP, as he is riding tough on top. Looking for wrist control is Quinn, as Gilmore hits his feet and he's going to try to take Quinn down, not going to be able to do so, and no points awarded there as the period ended. And heading into the second period, it will be 2-0 Quinn over Gilmore. Up on the red mat, a heavyweight bout between Carson Montgomery of Smith Center and Cervantes of Osborne. As it looks like we have a clock malfunction on mat 1, so the match will stop. Still on mat 2. Quinn going to start in the bottom position as he hits his feet right away, looking for an escape. Gilmore looking for a mat return. And they're still battling on their feet. A stall call going to be called against Gilmore for not returning into the mat soon enough, and now he does. The first stall call does not award any points to the other wrestler, but if they get a second, then it will, as Quinn hits a reversal to go up 4-0 with a minute left to go in the second period. Still on top is Quinn, barring the efforts of Gilmore to get a reversal. As it looks like mat 1, we have the clock back up and running. And maybe not. Over on mat 2, Quinn still riding tough on top. Looking for a spiral ride. Now he switches to the front in a front headlock position. Now Gilmore hits his feet, pressing into Quinn, trying to get a single leg. And still battling there on mat 2 as Quinn retains control of Gilmore. 7 seconds left to go in the second period. Quinn up 4-0 on Gilmore of TMP. As that's how the period will end, and we will head to the third period. 4-0, Quinn leading the match. Mat 1 still working out some technical issues with the scoreboard. And Gilmore will elect to go bottom to start the third period, but Quinn will let him go, reward him a point, and allow him to be on his feet. Quinn looking for a cow catcher here. Not able to get it, but is able to get behind Gilmore. Now looking for 2 points. Gilmore holding heavy on the head, and they are going to award Quinn the 2 points for a takedown. That will spread his lead 6-0 over Gilmore of TMP as he's in a tough ankle ride. Now sinks a half in. He's looking to turn him to his back, and well fought off by Gilmore of TMP. Now on mat 1, we are underway. Montgomery from Smith Center and Cervantes of Osborne. Begins a battle on their feet on mat 1. Somebody looking for position, an opportunity for a takedown. It looks like Cervantes is going to try to take the first opportunity, and it's going to work. He's going to get a takedown on Montgomery of Smith Center, and they're going to go out of bounds. 2 near fall awarded to Cervantes. That will put him up 4-0 in the first period with 15 seconds remaining. On mat 2, Quinn of Smith Center going to win that match 6-0 over Gilmore of TMP. On mat 1, we reset in the middle of the mat. Montgomery on bottom, Cervantes on top. Montgomery hitting a sit out. And well defended and well rode by Cervantes of Osborne. Again, Montgomery trying to hit his feet, not able to do so. And that will conclude the first period. Cervantes on top of Montgomery 4-0. This will be the last match in the first round of action this afternoon. And Montgomery going to get choice in the second period. He's going to elect to go neutral, both men on their feet. Montgomery with an underhook on his left side, looking for a throw on Cervantes, trying to get his hip in there, and he slips out of it. Cervantes going to get another takedown. That will put him up 6-0 over Montgomery, but Montgomery wastes no time getting back up to his feet. He's trying to look, and Cervantes with a nice mat return on Montgomery. Cervantes in the lead, 6-0 over Montgomery as he tries to find a half Nelson here, and Montgomery stands up out of it with an escape. 1 point for Montgomery, and he goes right back to work on his feet. He is looking to score some points here as he is down 6-1 in the second period, rather. Cervantes looking for a headlock, well defended by Montgomery, going to award him 2 points for a takedown. That will put him within 3. I'll make it 6-3. Now he's looking for a half. He's trying to run it over, and he's going to get it. Getting a near fall count. Cervantes on his back, and Montgomery going to come away with the fall. Down 6-3, gets a takedown right to his back. Montgomery going to win the match by fall. Now moving on to the second round of action on mat 2. Nathaniel Fye of Smith Center going to be wrestling Brett of TMP. And Brett's going to throw a headlock on Fye. 2 points awarded, but Nathaniel rolls right through it. And it looks like they're going to stay with control with red. So 2 points for a takedown there. Brett leading 2-0. Only 15 seconds into the first period over 5 of Smith Center. On mat 1, the red mat, Tucker of Smith Center now going to take on Stahl of Plainville. As Stahl wastes no time on a takedown on Tucker, 2 points for Stahl. And on the green mat, Fye going to get a reversal on Brett. Looked like a sit out and a turn in for a nice 2. Looks like Tucker's going to try to do the same. He's going to hit his feet, 1 point escape, and then a takedown, a 3-point move for Tucker of Smith Center on mat 1. As he leads 3-2 now over Stahl of Plainville. Looking to stay riding tough here in the last 15 seconds of the match is Tucker. He's got a 2-on-1 underneath, trying to break down Stahl to where he can work an offensive move on top. At the end of the first period on mat 2, it is 2-2 between Fye and Brett of TMP. Fye will start on bottom in the second period as he tries to hit his feet and is not able to do so. Well defended by Brett. Fye looking for a sit out. It's not there either. Brett riding tough on the ankle of Fye, not allowing him to get much movement from his left leg. As we start the second period on mat 1, Tucker going to start on bottom as he will try to get out from underneath the Stahl. Now Fye on mat 2 looking for a reversal, and he's going to get it. Great move there by Nathaniel Fye to get the 2-point reversal. He will now lead 4-2 over Brett of TMP in the second period with 45 seconds to go. Tucker on mat 1 still looking for some points off the bottom position as Stahl from Plainville is riding tough, not allowing him to get much separation. Fye almost got let an escape, and he recovers well to stay on top. 45 seconds left to go on the red mat in the second period. Stahl from Plainville leading 3-2 over Tucker of Smith Center. On mat 2, we're in a bit of a scramble situation here as Fye trying to retain possession, not give up a reversal, and he doesn't. He will enter the third period up 4-2 on Brett of TMP. Brett has choice in the third period, and he will elect neutral. And on mat 1, an escape there for Tucker. He will expand his lead 4-2 as they go back to the neutral position with 8 seconds to go in the second period. On mat 2, the neutral position also chosen by the wrestler, as Phi looking for a takedown, and he gets it. 2-point takedown from Nathaniel Phi. That will put him up 6-2 in the third period with just over a minute to go. Third period getting ready to get started here on mat 1. Stahl of Plainville going to choose bottom. And a caution on Tucker of Smith Center. Looks like he was not properly aligned when he got on top of the other wrestler to start from the referee's position. And they will reset and try again. And a false start on mat 2 as Stahl hits his feet. Tucker with a nice mat return. Now Stahl with a switch, and he's going to get a reversal on Tucker on mat 1. We'll go out of bounds there. That ties it up 4-4 with a minute 15 left to go in the third period on mat 1 between Tucker of Smith Center and Stahl of Plainville. On mat 2, Nathaniel Phi still trying to ride tough on Brett of TMP. Looking for a spiral ride with a half, and he's got it in there. And in a bit of a scramble over there, and Brett trying to get a reversal, and he is going to be awarded with it. That will make it 6-4 in favor of Phi on mat 2. On mat 1, still 4-4 with 45 seconds remaining in the third period. Tucker on bottom, Stahl on top. As the third period's underway on mat 2, Phi still on bottom. He is up by 2, and that's how it will end. Nathaniel Phi of Smith Center takes the victory over Brett of TMP, 6-4. On mat 3, mat 1, it is still 4-4 with 5 seconds remaining in the period. Will Tucker with an escape. He is going to win the match 5-4 over Stahl of Plainville on a late escape in the third period.
Up on mat 1, Coleman, Smith Center, Fry, Plainville. First available, Hutchison, Smith Center, Stanford, Plainville.
McCoy back on mat 2 for Smith Center. He will be wrestling Holmes of TMP. And on mat 1, it will be Kuhlman of Smith Center taking on Fry of Plainville. So far, the Smith Center squad has fared pretty well, winning 8 of their 12 bouts in the first round, and both so far in the second round of competition. As McCoy on mat 2, looking for a takedown. He's in on a high crotch and looking to turn the corner, and does so. Gannon McCoy gets the takedown over Holmes of TMP in the first period. On mat 1, we're underway. Kuhlman of Smith Center taking on Fry of TMP, or of Plainville rather. Both wrestlers on their feet on mat 1, looking for a takedown. On mat 2, Gannon McCoy still riding tough on top, not allowing an escape by Holmes, as there are 5 seconds left to go in the first period on mat 2. And McCoy will take his 2-point lead into the second period. On mat 1, a shot attempt there by Kuhlman is not going to go through. Both men working out of a tie here. Now they separate. The first period will end on mat 1, scoreless. On mat 2, Holmes of TMP going to start in the bottom position. And he's going to hit his feet looking for a stand-up, and McCoy with a good mat return, still trying to stay in control. And he does for the moment. On mat 1, to start the second period, we will be neutral. See if either men can get a takedown here in the second. It is 0-0. And on mat 2, Gannon trying to stay behind the arms of Holmes from TMP. Trying to stay in control. Holmes hits his feet, and a reversal by Holmes on Gannon. That will tie the match up 2-2 with 40 seconds left to go in the second period. On mat 1, still scoreless, looking for a takedown. And on mat 2, Gannon, McCoy going to get a reversal. That will put him up 4-2 in the second period with 23 seconds remaining. Mat 1, a stall warning going to be issued against Fry of Plainville. And a little bit of a push, and Kuhlman's going to get him off balance, going to be able to get the 2. On mat 2, it looks like a series of events unfolded there. Not quite sure what exactly happened. Looks like 1 point was awarded to Holmes of TMP. It must have been some sort of a technical violation. So he will take the lead 5-4 and at the end of the second period. On mat 1, we enter the third period now. 2-0. Kuhlman from Smith Center on top of Fry of Plainville. Fry will elect to go on bottom here in the third period. On mat 2, McCoy going to start on bottom in the third period. He is down 1 point to Holmes of TMP, 5-4. McCoy looked for a quick switch, was not able to get it. Now Holmes riding tough with a crossface. McCoy going to be able to hit his feet, looking to score, and he does. A reversal for Gannon McCoy will put him up by 1 point, 6-5, with a minute left in the match. On mat 1, Kuhlman still riding tough on top of Fry of Plainville. As he sinks a half Nelson in, he's getting to the side and trying to run it. And Fry will not go over. And on mat 2, a stall warning issued against McCoy of Smith Center. It appeared that he was riding an ankle and not using it. That will get you a stall call as they reset in the middle, and McCoy is back on top. On mat 1, Kuhlman gets the half Nelson, gets him over, and will win by fall over Fry of Plainville. And on mat 2, Gannon going to get reversed by Holmes of TMP. He is now on his back. Referee giving the count. He reached 5, and McCoy going to lose by fall to Holmes of TMP. Now up on mat 1, it will be Hutchison of Smith Center taking on Stamper from Plainville. And on mat 2, the Carr of Smith Center taking on Staub from TMP. So we get underway on mat 1. Both men looking to get a takedown on the edge of the mat here. Hutchison in the aggressor's position, and he does, looking for the takedown. No 2 points awarded yet, and now there will be. Parker Hutchison gets a takedown in the first period, as does Carr on mat 2 from Smith Center, both with a takedown in the first period. Looking for more points here. Parker Hutch tries a tilt, no good. On mat 2, Carr's got him cradled up. He's going to try to look for a fall, and he got it. Carr of Smith Center, winner by fall over Staub of TMP in the first period. On mat 1, Hutchison still on top, holding a 2-0 lead as the first period will end. He's looking to put a leg right in, it appeared. As he will have choice here off the coin flip. He will defer. On mat 2, Blickenstaff of Smith Center taking on Worth of TMP at a 125-pound bout. And Blickenstaff going to get the first takedown of the match. He will go up 2-0 just 15 seconds into the match. He's looking now to run a half. Not able to get it, still working on it. A bit of a scramble here on mat 1 as Hutchison's trying to stay on top, and he does with a little bit of a neck wrench there. And he wins by fall over Stamper of Plainville. And Blickenstaff wins by fall over Worth of TMP. On mat 1 now will be Enox of Smith Center versus Geis of TMP. And up on mat 2, Jones of Smith Center versus Roar of Plainville. As we start on mat 1. Enox in on a single leg. And a bit of a scramble here, and he will get the 2 points. Looking to turn him to his back is Enox, as he's got a half Nelson in, and he runs it over the top, trying to get some near fall points here. And now they get the count, a 1 count and nothing. Now he will get some near fall points as the official reaches 5, and now he is looking for the fall. On mat number 2, a takedown by Roar of Plainville will put him up 2-0 over Jones. Now we'll turn Jones to his back. Back points being awarded now. Working with a half Nelson, trying to get the fall. And on mat 1, Enox gets the fall with just 2 seconds left to go in the first period. On mat 2, it was right at the clock. We'll see what they decide, if it was a fall or not.
First available, Hughes, Smith Center, Cervantes, Osborne.
They will say the fall will stand. Roar of Plainville will take the victory by fall over Jones of Smith Center right at the buzzer of the first period. Now underway on mat 1, Quinn of Smith Center taking on Bethel of Plainville. And on mat 2, it will be Lanning of Smith Center taking on Gilmore of TMP. On mat 1, both men working with a inside collar tie. Both looking for a takedown. And on mat 2, Lanning wasting no time getting a takedown, just 6 seconds into the match. Now he's working for a fall here with the half Nelson. And he's going to get it. 17-second fall on mat 2 here at Lanning of Smith Center over Gilmore of TMP. On mat 1, we will end the first period scoreless between Quinn of Smith Center and Bethel of Plainville. And on mat 2, the last match of this round will be Hughes of Smith Center versus Cervantes of Osborne. Quinn going to start in the bottom position in the second period for Smith Center on mat 1. As he looks to hit a stand-up and does so. Now fighting wrists, and he gets one escape point. That will put him up 1-0 in the second period with a minute and 15 seconds left to go. On mat 2, both men in the first period looking for a takedown. That is Hughes of Smith Center and Cervantes of Osborne. On mat 1, still 1-0 in favor of Quinn of Smith Center. 50 seconds left to go in the first period. Both looking for a takedown. Bethel could take the lead with a takedown here. And Quinn could expand his lead with one. On mat 1, we're going to end scoreless going into the second period between Hughes and Cervantes. On mat 1, they thought that was their whistle to stop, but that is not the case. They continue to grapple on mat 1. Mat 2, we start the second period. Cervantes taking the bottom position off the coin flip. 0-0 on mat 2. On mat 1, we will enter the third period. Quinn with a 1-point lead over Bethel of Plainville. Looking for his second victory of the afternoon is Quinn. And Cervantes trying to get an escape on Hughes. He denies that. Right back down to the mat they go. On mat 1, Quinn going to start on top. He is looking to run a power half. He's close, not quite there. Bethel fighting tough on bottom, defending that half Nelson try from Quinn. On mat 2, a stand-up by Cervantes. Hughes trying to return him to the mat and is able to do so for the second time in this period. 45 seconds left to go in the second period on mat 2. On mat 1, Bethel going to get a reversal on Quinn. That will put him up 2-1 with 50 seconds remaining in the match. Quinn wasting no time hitting his feet, trying to get an escape, but brought right back down to the mat by Bethel. Good, tough ride here by Bethel as he tries to secure the victory with 35 seconds left to go in the third period. As the second period's winding down on mat 2, another stand-up by Cervantes, trying to take the lead with this escape. And there's 1 second. A stall warning going to be called against Hughes of Smith Center, but he does not allow a point. So we will go to the third period, 0-0 on mat 2. Just 10 seconds remaining on mat 1. Bethel of Plainville with a 2-1 lead. And it looks like that is how the match will end. And the Smith Center coach is wanting a locked hands violation. They will not get that, so Quinn of Smith Center will fall to Bethel of Plainville 2-1.
First available, Tucker, Smith Center, right, TMP.
In the last match of the round on mat 2, it's a good one, 0-0. And now a reversal by Hughes of Smith Center will put him up 2-0 in the third period with 40 seconds remaining. In the third round of competition starting now, on mat 1, it will be Phi from Smith Center wrestling Fawn and Steel of TMP. It's 18 seconds left to go on mat 2. Hughes of Smith Center holding on to a 2-0 lead. On mat 1, a quick takedown there by Fawn and Steel of TMP, putting Phi to his back. Looks like he may get the fall, and Phi fighting And the fall will be given there to Faunensteel of TMP. He hands Nathaniel Fye his first loss of the afternoon via first period fall. And on mat 2, Hughes of Smith Center are going to win a close one, 2-0. A reversal is what decided that match. He will win over Cervantes of Osborne.
First available, Hutchison, Smith Center, Holmes, TMP.
Up on mat 1 will be Tucker of Smith Center wrestling Brett of TMP. And on mat 2, it will be McCoy of Smith Center wrestling Stahl of Plainville. Quick takedown here for Tucker on mat 1. He will jump out to an early 2-0 lead. He's looking to cradle Brett up and turn him to his back. It looks like he's got that cradle locked up underneath. Now it's a matter of getting him turned as he will jump to the far side, and he'll get the turn. The count has started for back points as Tucker looking for the fall, and he will get it. Will Tucker, the winner by fall, with 23 seconds left to go in the first period.
Up on mat number 1, Hutchison, Smith Center, Holmes, TMP. First available, looking staff, Smith Center.
Looks like we are still waiting for an opponent on mat number 2. There he is. Now on mat 1, it is Hutchison of Smith Center taking on Holmes of TMP. As we are underway on mat 2, McCoy of Smith Center versus Stahl of Plainville. A takedown there by McCoy puts him up 2-0. And a takedown on mat 1 by Hutchison will put him up 2-0. Both men from Smith Center trying to turn their opponents to their back. McCoy able to do so for a split second, but not able to hold him there long enough for back points. Now he tries it again, as does Hutchison. Hutchison looking for a cradle. He's got it locked up, and he's got him on his back. Both Smith Center guys have their opponents on the mat, on their back. And Gannon McCoy going to get the fall, and Parker Hutchison going to be awarded 3 back points and then a reversal. And now a reversal by Parker Hutchison, and he's got Holmes on his back looking for a fall late in the first period. 3 seconds to go, and time will expire. Again on mat 2 a moment ago, Gannon McCoy, the victor by fall over Stahl of Plainville. And on mat 1 appears to be a bit of a discussion about whose points are being awarded to who. As the scoreboard says, it is a 10-0 lead or 10-2 lead rather for Parker Hutch. And I believe that is the correct score. On mat 2, Blickenstaff of Smith Center gets a quick takedown in the first period over Staub of TMP. Now turns him to his back. He's looking for the fall, and he got it. A quick fall there by Blickenstaff. Took him 21 seconds in the first period. Now up on mat 2, Wilson of Smith Center taking on Stamper of Plainville. And on mat 1, as we start the second period, Holmes will start on bottom, Hutchison on top. As looks like we're out of bounds, and we will reset at the center of the mat. No change in control. Holmes will start on bottom, and Hutchison on top. On mat 2, a shot taken there by Wilson is not going to be effective. He will give up the takedown to Stamper of Plainville, but then we'll get an escape quickly to make it a 2-1 match in favor of Stamper from Plainville. Taking another shot does Wilson. Not effective. Stamper will get another takedown that will expand his lead 4-1. On mat 1, Parker Hutchison in the second period with a minute to go, up 12-2 on Holmes at TMP. He will allow him to come to his feet, rewarding him a point, and will make it 12-3 in favor of Hutchison. On mat 2, a reversal by Wilson will put him back in it. He is down by 1 point, 4-3 at the end of the second period, or the end of the first period, rather. Hutchison looking for a fall on mat 1. And he will get it. Parker Hutchison, victor by fall in the second period over Holmes of TMP.
TMP, first available Jones, center, Geis, TMP.
On mat 2, a stand-up by Stamper as Wilson tries to bring him back down to the mat. First time's not successful. Second time will be a potentially dangerous call as Stamper locked his leg inside of Wilson's leg. That will just go as a reset back on the mat with Stamper still on bottom. On mat 1, Elliott of Smith Center back up to take on Worth of TMP. And he gets a quick takedown here, does Elliott of Smith Center, as he is now looking to score some offensive points on top. He gets a half sunk in. And on mat 2, Wilson of Smith Center gets a turn on Stamper. He's looking for the fall. Stamper able to wiggle his way out of it, but Wilson not giving up, trying to keep him on his back. And on mat 1, Elliott of Smith Center going to win by fall in the first period. Wilson of Smith Center still looking to get that fall. Stamper fighting it off. And now up on mat 1 will be Jones of Smith Center taking on Geist of TMP. Wilson going to try to turn Stamper again. He's getting a near fall count from the official. He's looking to get the fall. Time running out, 5 seconds left to go in the second period. And he will get the fall right at the buzzer. We'll see if that one will stand. Looks like it will. That will be Wilson, winner by fall over Stamper of Plainville. On mat 1, a takedown here by Geist of TMP on Jones of Smith Center. He's looking to get some near fall points. And is not able to do so. Now up on mat number 2, the green mat, Maxwell of Smith Center taking on Bethel of Plainville. On mat 1, Geist of TMP holding on to a 2-0 lead as he tries to turn Jones. He will get some back points here. And he will get the fall over Jones of Smith Center. So Geist of TMP, victor by fall over Jones of Smith Center. Now up on mat number 1 will be Bennett of Smith Center taking on Rohr of Plainville. On mat number 2, still scoreless with 30 seconds left to go in the first period between Maxwell of Smith Center and Bethel of Plainville. Both men working an inside collar tie on mat 2, looking for an opportunity for a takedown. No points on either mat. And on mat 2, we head into the second period 0-0. And on mat 1, a body lock by Rohr of Plainville. And it's going to be countered by Bennett of Smith Center. Did they award the 2 for takedown? Yes, they did. That will be 2-point takedown for Bennett of Smith Center. That'll put him up 2-0 with 37 seconds left to go in the first period. On mat 2, Maxwell starts on bottom, gets a quick reversal on Bethel of Plainville. And on mat 1, a reversal here for Roar of Plainville. He'll then be called for an illegal throw as he took him over his head. 1 point will be awarded to Bennett of Smith Center. That will put him up 3-2 with 27 seconds left to go in the first period. On mat 1, Jace Maxwell still holding on to that 2-0 lead with 45 seconds left to go in the first period. A stall warning now issued to Bethel of Plainville on bottom, as the official did not think he was working to improve. And Maxwell on mat 2 still trying to work something on top. Bethel not giving him anything. As he gets to his base, does Bethel on mat 2, and Maxwell breaks him down flat again. On mat 1, we will enter the second period. Bennett of Smith Center on top of Roar of Plainville, 3-2. On mat 2, we will head to the third period as Roar of Plainville will choose bottom. Maxwell will start on top. Maxwell breaking Roar down to the mat. Or Bethel down to the mat, rather. On mat 1, the second period starts with Bennett of Smith Center on bottom, and Roar starting on top. Roar working the double arm bar, rolling them under, trying to keep Bennett flat. Maxwell of Smith Center doing the same thing on mat number 2, trying to keep Bethel flat of Plainville. Maxwell gets a half Nelson in, not able to get it ran to the side. And on mat 1, Roar of Plainville's got a half in on Bennett of Smith Center. Bennett able to fight it off. And another stall call issued against Bethel of Plainville on mat number 2. That will award Maxwell 1 point and puts him up 3-0 with 15 seconds left to go in the match on mat 2. On mat 1, Bennett of Smith Center holding on to a 3-2 lead in the second period. And on mat 2, Maxwell of Smith Center going to take the 3-0 victory over Bethel of Plainville. On mat 1, we head to the third period. Bennett leading 3-2 over Roar of Plainville. Roar chooses bottom to start the third period and gets a reversal right off the whistle. A nice switch there by Roar. Puts him up 4-3 over Bennett of Smith Center. On mat 2, Schlatter of Smith Center will be wrestling Gilmore of TMP. A minute left to go in the third period on mat 1. Roar of Plainville up by 1 on Bennett of Smith Center. He has a half Nelson in. He's trying to run it. Bennett fighting hard, not allowing it, and there he goes over. Bennett on his back, able to fight off of his back. Will be 3 near fall points awarded to Roar of Plainville. That will put him up 7-3 with 35 seconds left to go in the match. On mat 2, a shot attempt by Schlatter going to be defended well by Gilmore of TMP, and he will end up with the 2-point takedown. Schlatter trying to get a reversal, and he is able to do so with 5 seconds left to go in the first period. Schlatter of Smith Center gets a reversal on Gilmore to tie the matchup 2-2 as we head to the second period. And on mat 1, it appears Rohr of Plainville will win this one over Bennett of Smith Center, 7-3. As we head to the second period, it will be a neutral position for the wrestlers on mat 2. A 2-2 match between Schlatter and Gilmore. And a takedown by Schlatter will award him 2 points there. Will put him up 4-2 in the match over Gilmore of TMP. On mat 1 will be a rematch of the first round. Montgomery of Smith Center will again wrestle Cervantes of Osborne. Carson the last time was down and ended up getting a fall on Cervantes, so this should be a good match here on mat number 1. Montgomery right away looking for some sort of throw. Cervantes not allowing it to happen. And on mat 2, Schlatter has a pinning combination locked up on Gilmore of TMP on the edge of the mat, looking to get the fall in the second period with 30 seconds to go. And he gets it. Schlatter of Smith Center, winner by fall over Gilmore of TMP with 26 seconds remaining in the second period.
First available car, Smith Center, Plainville.
Still scoreless on mat 1 with 5 seconds left to go in the first period. Both men looking for a throw, neither of them able to convert one, so we will head to the second period locked up at 0. Now on mat number 2, Tucker of Smith Center taking on Hazelhurst of TMP. And a headlock thrown by Tucker right out of the gate. He's looking for the fall, and he will get it. Will Tucker with a 12-second fall in the first period for Smith Center over Hazelhurst of TMP. On mat 1 here, Cervantes will start on bottom in the second period. Montgomery looking to roll the wrists under of Cervantes and establish some control on top. Looking for a power half is Montgomery. Cervantes fighting hard, not allowing Montgomery to get underneath his arms and run a half. Up now on mat number 2 is Carr of Smith Center taking on Fry of Plainville. Still scoreless on mat number 1. And mat number 2, Carr of Smith Center getting a quick takedown on Fry of Plainville. Going to work, looking for a cradle is Carr. Well defended by Fry, but Carr goes right back to it. Now he switches off to a half. He's going to try to run Fry over, and Montgomery's got a half in on Cervantes. He's got him rolled over. He's looking for the fall on mat 1, and he's going to get it. And on mat 2, looking for a fall is Carr of Smith Center. Holding tight, and that half Nelson is Carr, and he gets the fall as well. So Montgomery on mat 1, winner by fall over Cervantes of Osborne, and on mat 2, Carr of Smith Center, also victor by fall over Fry of Plainville. Now we move on to the last match of the afternoon. It will be Kuhlman of Smith Center taking on Stahl of Plainville on mat 1. As the wrestlers shake hands, and they're set to go here in the first period. Fry going to get the first takedown of the match. Puts him up 2-0 with 40 seconds left to go in the match. The official is going to say there were no points awarded, so it will stay here 0-0 in the first period as both wrestlers are back up on their feet. Coolman looking for a takedown, as is Fry. Fry with a shot, well defended by Coolman, and he will be awarded the takedown to put him up 2-0 with 10 seconds left in the first period. Fry trying to hit a switch, and it is not successful. That will end the first period on mat 1, a 2-0 lead by Coolman of Smith Center. It will be Fry's choice off the coin flip. He will defer to the third period, and Coolman will choose the bottom position to start the second period. Minute and a half period here. The second and third period are a minute and a half. The first period is a minute in junior high wrestling. Fry trying to ride a chicken wing and slung over the top by Coolman. He will get an escape point. That will put him up 3-0 in the second period over Fry of Plainville. A minute and 10 seconds left to go in the second period here. Fry with a high crotch shot. And well defended again by Coolman. He is on his defense this match, able to get another takedown and put him up 5-0 with just under a minute left to go in the second period. Coolman's got a cradle locked up, looking to turn Fry. He's got him on his back, looking for the fall. Still holding and still holding. Fry kicking, trying to get out, fighting the hands. Coolman looking for the fall. And he's going to get it. Coolman with the fall to round out our tournament here this afternoon, as he pinned Stahl from Plainville in the second period. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast here this afternoon of junior high wrestling. And we will get set now for the high school duel as they take on Norton this evening. It should be a good one. That duel will start at 6 o'clock. So about 50 minutes and we will be underway here again at Smith Center Elementary School. It will be the Smith Center Redmond wrestling team taking on the Norton Blue Jays wrestling team.
Say who you are.
I'm Avery Hawkins, and we'll see you in a little bit.